Hey there, everyone. This is Pastor Vince here on the WSLM Radio Ministry Podcast. I told you that if I had something extra to share with you beyond yesterday's episode of the Wednesday check-in, I would share it with you. So I've got something new that I want to share with you, let you know what's new happening around here at the ministry, what the latest scoop is since our episode yesterday. So since yesterday, we've made some more changes around here. And I want to let you know that we are now on Patreon. I've said this before because we've been on Patreon just a little while, but I haven't really been promoting it too much because we've been doing some work behind the scenes. But we are now more visible on Patreon. So I just want to let you know that we're on Patreon and we would like you to support us on Patreon. I'm going to leave the link to our Patreon channel or our Patreon account in the description box so you can follow us, like us, subscribe to us, whatever, on Patreon. If you know anything about Patreon, you know about the different features, you know what Patreon can do for any, what's the term we're saying these days? Content creators. For those of us who are content creators, Patreon is very popular right now, and I love it very much as another platform for us to serve the world, if you will. And I think it'll help us to share the gospel a little bit wider around the world. So anyway, we believe that at Patreon, or if you become one of our patrons, one of our monthly patrons, everybody wins. So please become one of our monthly patrons on Patreon. For just $5 a month, you could become one of our dedicated patrons. And as I said, when you become a patron on Patreon, everybody wins. So again, check the link in the description box for this episode, and please follow us on Patreon. Simply look for the WSLM Radio Ministry Podcast. You'll find us, and you'll find some of the content that we've already shared on our Patreon account. Thank you very much, and have a blessed rest of your week.